show. Good evening, and welcome everybody to the final evening show of the week. I'm Aaron, that's April.
Howdy.
And I made a decision this morning after the morning show. All this talk we did about the economy and the country and, shit here and all that. And then we go to pick up our VIP orders today, and it's, considerably lower than what I expected it to be. And I said, you know what? Good. Let's not beg for money tonight.
Thank God.
Let's do a show and just here's what we'll do. Since we have to get a certain amount of VIPs and merch stuff and all that in order to bother our merch provider with it, I think the rest of the month we'll probably pick one or two evening shows every week, and we'll do a VIP giveaway. Now, if you're already a VIP, you can get $100 out of this. It's VIP or cash out for $100. It's your call. And if you don't know what the Steel Toe VIP is, every single T-shirt we have, the 3 Steel Toe T-shirts, the hoodie, the 5.5-inch vinyl stickers, all yours, sent out to you. 2 tickets to every live event we do, including the anniversary show. Free entries, free 1,000 entries into a $100 drawing every single month. That's just for VIPs. And when a new item of merch comes out, you get to claim a free copy for yourself. So we're going to give one of those away. 1,000 extra entries for $10. Everybody who throws in $10 tonight is going to get 1,000 free entries into this VIP drawing. So we'll do it tonight. Rob, I'm pretty safe in guessing we're going to do it because I know we don't have a ton of VIPs for the next order.
Nope, just a few.
Probably do it every Wednesday for the rest of the month.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, and then that way, it just cuts down on the amount of, please, and we can give stuff to people instead of asking people for stuff. So the links are all in the chat, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, whatever you want to do. $10, get as many signups as you'd like, or as few signups as you'd like. $10 gets you in VIP package, or you can have $100. Your call. If you're already a VIP and you want to pop in there, go ahead. Works for us. And anything over $30, anything over 30 entries tonight, we're gonna put towards the Redbeard GoFundMe fund.
Okay.
So anything over 30. And it goes to Redbeard. Anything that is a super chat or anything that is a contribution or anything that's not for the drawing tonight, that's going to go towards tomorrow morning's goal.
Sounds good.
So that's how we're going to do it. And then we'll probably have a deal where you, oh God, well, I just fucked up. Oh,
stroking out.
I saw a bunch of gift cards that hadn't been claimed by anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll have a night where we just toss or a morning show where during the show we'll toss those out to people too.
I try to reach out to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yes, today I got the last merch order picked up and I got the Midland certificates picked up and I believe Stoney's is bringing his tomorrow.
Tomorrow or Friday, yeah.
Okay, so all those will be coming to you soon. I did not forget about you.
Wheat Diff says, cash out VIP for 100. How does that work? That's how much the merch order always is. You know how when someone becomes a VIP, we take 100 out for the merch order and then put the other 150 towards the goal? That's how we get that number. It costs $100 to order all of the stuff for the VIP package. So thank you for asking, Wheat Diff. It's good that we can clarify that. If you were confused, that's how we measure it out. Just basically, it's a receipt thing. There we go. I like that. He goes, ah. See, that's how you do that. The internet doesn't have enough of that. The internet has a lot of people jumping to conclusions and then going, what the fuck? Why do you? When look at how easy it's solved. Wheat Diff goes, how does that work? And you go, oh, it works like this. And he goes, oh. See, the internet has a thing where everything needs to be nefarious. Everything has to have a conspiracy.
It's all dark and mysterious.
Yeah, there's always a second thing. I don't know. I mean, we're a show that literally rattles an offering plate for money at the end of our program. I don't think you can get more open and honest and upfront than us. So thank you, Wheat Diff. That was a wonderful way to ask a question.
Only if you open your butthole could you be more open with people.
Hook and Book says, shit better be good or I'm not going to listen for free. All right. You know what? Message received, Hook and Book.
So confused.
We'll do a good one for you. How's that? I messaged April on Twitter about my gift card, says Scooby Jooby Joo, but she's been ignoring me.
How many times? I only open these messages when I have the thing in hand to mail you so I don't lose your message. Because then it, has a notification that you messaged me. So I promise you're not forgotten about.
Well, there you go. All right, guys. So there's the rules for tonight. $10 gets 1,000 entries into a VIP package giveaway. If you already are a VIP, $100 for you. So Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, etc. It's a giveaway night. Let's see what we do. Anything over 30 goes to Redbeard, and anything that's a super chat membership or anything like that that has nothing to do with the drawing will go towards tomorrow's goal. Pretty cool. We have a lot of news to talk about tonight. They caught that was it the Pennsylvania guy? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After 14 days.
Who every time I would see his name trending on Twitter, I would go, oh, what happened to Canelo? Yeah, I'm a big boxing fan, so I would see this guy's name, and I'm like, who the fuck keeps spelling Canelo's name wrong?
It's not him.
It's Danilo. Danilo Cavalcante. He escaped from prison. Everybody's escaping from prison now.
Yeah, can you imagine being a big fan of that guy?
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of Canelo, not Danilo.
Okay.
But, I mean, there's like 3 prison breaks now in the last week. There was one where last night we talked about the guy who pretended to be somebody else.
Oh, that's right.
And then the prison's so stupid that they just let him go. He just said, yeah, I'm Frank Pemberton, and Frank Pemberton's about to get out. He basically, like I said, he pulled the not sure in Idiocracy. Mm-hmm. He went, actually, I'm supposed to be getting out today.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be in this line.
No. He said, I'm supposed to be getting out today. And then they smacked him on the head. They go, you dumbass. The line's over there.
Oh, that's right.
They sent him to the new line. So he got out of jail. Richard Christovsky with $20 says, hit me up for 2 entries, boss. I have 0 luck, but it helps the show. That gets me through my crappy job. That's the spirit. Attaboy. So Richard Christovsky is our first guy to get in on the VIP giveaway. Dustin with $10 says, hola, sweeties, VIP me. I like sweetie. I like that. I don't see that as gay. I see that as friendly. I think that's a really friendly one.
It could be gay in the happy way.
Yeah, it could be, or just could be totally homo. I don't give a shit. It's not threatening to me. I like it.
Well, that's good.
Turtle with $10 says, tossing one in. If I win the draw, put it towards the goal. Wow. Okay. That's remarkably kind of you.
Fair.
And I tell you what we'll do then in that case. Just put in like 900 entries. No. All right, fine. A little begging. How's that? All right. So we got 4 entries in so far for the VIP drawing tonight. Thank you. So they had a press conference announcing that this Danilo Cavalcante guy who escaped from a Pennsylvania prison had been caught. Mm-hmm. And news people were obviously at these press conferences asking questions of the authorities. One of the questions that's being clipped out and played all over the place might be the greatest question asked in any press conference ever of all time.
That's a high bar.
There's a couple of press conference questions that are better. There's one when Jerry Burns of the Minnesota Vikings was going off on a rant and was going, fucking piece of shit, cock-sucking thing, motherfucker. And he's going off and he's going nuts. And the journalist asks him point blank, goes, Jerry, did you win today? And he goes, well, I think so, yeah. He just goes right back to motherfucking everybody.
I do remember that.
Yeah, so there's been some good... oh my goodness. Hutchnot Skarsky says, send me that dead guy's clothes, 313. I'm a terrible person. Hutchnot Starsky becoming a VIP tonight.
Shit, dude.
Thank you very much, Hutchnot Starsky. Now I hate it. When it's on YouTube, I got to do math now. Hold on a second. 25, 50, 75. That's 30%.
Wow.
75. Oh, no, 70. Then 180. And then the 100. So that's 80 off for... tomorrow. Thank you, buddy.
Well, thank you.
80 off for tomorrow, and we're getting
shit.
you in that next order.
Oh, yes, please message me. I will be getting to all of your messages tomorrow. But do I enter him in anything tonight, or is he just buying one?
What do you do for Hutchnot Starsky? Well, no, he was buying a VIP. So I think that was for the VIP. So that's a little different.
Because, that'd be
it would be unfair
to
to everyone else if we gave him a VIP and 25 entries.
25 entries.
Yeah, that would be remarkably unfair to everybody else.
Thank you, Hutchnot Starsky.
Yeah, thank you, Hutchnot Starsky. Appreciate it, buddy. Turtle says, I can say the hoodie is great. The hoodie's the best thing we've ever done.
And it is hoodie season, you guys.
Yeah,
the
hoodie's the best thing that we've ever done. Maybe we'll do some small hoodie giveaways, too. Like $2-3 a person. We'll do a hoodie thing. Sam with $10 over on PayPal. He's in that drawing. Well, holy shit. You guys
Sam.
are off to work tonight.
I'm
Thank
blushing right now.
Hutchnot Starsky says, distribute it to the kids.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Wait, you mean give it to the...
We're going to need some clarification.
Yeah, I need to know.
I'm blushing right now.
I need to know what distribute it to the kids means.
When you see all this money roll in for a second, it's like, holy shit.
When everybody starts throwing money at us and then they start telling us what to do with it, I'm like, now I will do that because you are remarkably generous to the program, but I don't know what the fuck that means.
What is distribute to the kids? I don't have an events in this thing. It's hot in here.
People have been complimenting you on your beautiful clothes tonight. Yes.
Oh, I remembered Buddy Travis this morning asked me, can you wear that emerald green top? And I'm like, I don't know what top he's talking about.
That's an emerald green top.
It's actually a mini dress. I wore a mini dress tonight, and I've never worn it on this show.
It's because of all the fluids that are leaking out of her.
It is true. I did need an open hatch, if you will.
One of us came. Am I right, boys?
Oh, no.
Huh? Am I? Did you see what I did? Rupert with $9.99 says, if I win, give it to Redbeard's GoFundMe. Okay, there we go.
Sweet.
So cool. He wants us to throw an extra 100 at Redbeard's Put a little note by his. Put a little asterisk by it.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate
you.
it. So if I do need extra clarification, oh, and by the way, Hutchnot Starsky, get your contact information to April so we can get your stuff sent out to you. If you will. Okay.
I'm waiting.
I think, you know what? Fuck it. I think, we're about $100 ahead for tomorrow.
This feels weird, right? I feel weird.
You know what? If we can knock out tomorrow relatively early, and Rumble Friday is always a generous time. Why don't we just give everything to Redbeard's GoFundMe if we go over tomorrow? Instead of half like we've been doing all week, just give the whole thing to him.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Samuel with $15 says, Heil April, why did Aaron kill Redbeard? You're a little late for the Redbeard thing. I swear I didn't kill him. I promise. Texican Marine says, I don't need anything. Just put it in the pot. You make me laugh like an idiot in front of my employees. And it's usually something I can't really say out loud. All right, we'll throw that in there.
He's still in twice, though, right?
I'm still putting you in twice, Texican Marine. You can give it to somebody else or you can throw it towards the goal, whatever you want to do. You're still getting in. We appreciate that. So the VIP packages are being given away today. Apparently very popular at the moment. We're going to get the show started here in a little bit, but we got to make sure everybody gets their shout outs for getting in this drawing. How's the connection? My KBS on OBS tonight is a little fucky.
What'd you do?
I just hope you guys are all right. April's Pink Puffy says we're looking pretty good in emerald.
Thank you.
There you go.
It is actually one of my favorite colors of all time.
Who looks sexier tonight? Me in my worn all day clam radio shirt?
Little stains on it.
With my stains on it, or to April.
Dress.
Texican Marine says if I win, give it to Redbeard. Put some notes next to Texican Marine as well.
Yes,
that
sire.
goes to Redbeard. Thank you, guys. If you're just joining us, we are doing a VIP giveaway tonight. And if you want 1,000 extra entries, $10.
Thank you.
We'll get that in. All the links are pinned to the top of the chat. Jeremy S. with $2 says 98.1 Clam Radio. In Gino's voice, I'm drunk. I don't think Gino's my friend anymore.
Why? He better be. We're seeing him next week.
I know. He doesn't text me back. I texted him a couple
Jesus.
things today during In Hot Water, and he didn't text me back. I don't think we're friends.
Should
I don't
text
need
him?
any friends. Fuck it. I don't care.
We'll go to the game alone.
I'll go to the game by myself. I don't give a fuck. Plus, if we get the shit kicked out of us by the Eagles tomorrow, those tickets are going to be cheap as fuck.
That's
an
true. We
0-2
could probably
team.
get some really nice ones for the on the down low.
Dude, you know what? If we start 0-3, here's what really sucks. Aside from being a losing team, if we start 0-3, they ain't renewing Kirk.
No.
Like if we're a loser, even if Kirk's doing, like I don't care if Kirk puts up 4,000 yards again this year, and I love Kirk Cousins, but I'm a realist. They're not going to want to reinvest $40 million in a quarterback when the team around them is shit and it's not going to win. So we either have to win or we have to say goodbye to our quarterback. One of the two. Thick Cheney with $10 says something went wrong with my first super chat. Hopefully it shows up later, but sign me up. There you go. Thick Cheney is in. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Aaron's period pill says I'm throwing this in for some reason, not sure why. And Aaron, I'm doing good after you attacked me with a chainsaw. Yeah, I saw that on the Toe Boys page that you injured yourself with a chainsaw. I hope you're all right.
Disgusting.
Maybe if you would start winning these fucking tournaments with me instead of coming in second and third every year, maybe I wouldn't attack you with a chainsaw. You ever think that you should take some responsibility for your shitty behavior?
Yeah, I don't think your game's going to get better losing a leg,
Well, that's true, too.
right?
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. That's something I should think about.
Probably shouldn't do
Turtle
that.
renewing his membership for 11 months says, let's go, everyone, for the 313 and maybe the Loaf Piggy Fund.
Oh, do you need a loaf?
There's no Loaf Piggy Fund. What are you talking
He hasn't had a loaf for a while.
I haven't had a loaf for a goddamn long time. Need Trump says, get rid of the quarterback. He's worthless. You know, let me explain to you guys, if you're not from Minnesota, let me explain to you how being a Viking fan works. This past Sunday happens, and we all go, fucking season's shot to shit. We're 0-1. We got to play the Eagles next. This sucks. Now, if we pull off an upset against the Eagles, who didn't look that great week one, all Vikings fans are going to be like, full steam ahead, baby.
I
We
know.
got this. The Chargers are struggling. We're going to, they can't stop anybody. This is going to be great.
We're going to be a drunken mess, everybody, after
Yeah.
watching that if we win, I feel.
Yeah, Rumble Friday might be a little hanged over.
Thinking about that, I'm a little sad we're not, like, watching it with anybody, but it'll be fun.
I kind of like watching. I have a set group of people I'll watch a football game with.
That's true.
I don't like venturing out and watching football with new people because they'd better be immersed in the game.
I feel the same way. I
Yeah.
feel like you and I only go watch games with, like, a
Right.
handful of people.
Like but even like coming over to the house and watching a game, like don't fucking talk while the plays
Right.
are going
Be watching
or
this
anything
game,
else. Yeah,
man.
watch the goddamn game. Don't. Hey,
you know
do
what
you
I
think
mean?
that
Just for the hype of it.
right? Because I don't want to be an asshole to guests. But like if it's a 3rd and 3 and someone
Well-
goes, "Do you think they're gonna shut the fuck up?"
If it's our set football friends or whatever,
Right.
they know. They know.
They should. Michael B says, "I watch in the dark by myself." Aw, that's adorable.
Why in the dark, though?
Some people need to set a mood. You know,
Mood lighting.
you need mood
can
lighting
do a
for
little
the
stroking.
for the whole
you know.
thing. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at all these guys. Somebody came in with a chat bot.
What is going on?
There's people coming from the planet Zerga Bobo, and they love melons and Bobo. I gotta watch. Hold on, I gotta watch this. I gotta see. This had to be like a chat bot or something that came in. Hold on a second. Let them go. Let them do their thing.
What is a chatbot?
I want to see, like, one guy just posted the same thing on like 10 accounts right in a row.
Okay.
And they love melons and Bobo, and they're trolling the shit out of the chat. And I just thought it was funny.
There's a tower happening. Fix
Yeah,
it.
all these people at once from all from the same account. Guys, with the towers. Enough. All right.
Go to Rumble if you
Go
want
to
do that.
Rumble and do towers. We do towers on this show, but we do them over on Rumble. Cut the bullshit. I like melons and Bobo as much as the next man, but really, says Wasabista.
That was a bit excessive.
Mr. Monkeypox says, holy shit, I love melons and Bobo too. What a coinky dink.
Whoa.
Who doesn't love Bobos?
So you prefer Bobos to melons?
I like both. I hate to be the wishy-washy middle of the road guy, but I like both.
I do like a good melon.
They're both nice. Well, whoever that was, thank you very much. That was very kind of you to visit us tonight. And if you have anything else to add, we're excited to hear it. Thank you very much to Amanda Hugginkiss with $10 joining in on our VIP drawing tonight.
Thank you.
April, how many of these mugs are entered in that VIP chat?
12.
Oh, here's more from the Planet Zerga. They're still coming.
How do you have so many accounts?
Melons
Stop it.
and Bobo. Or there's a good chance that we are being invaded by the Planet Zerba.
I don't like this.
You never did consider that part.
I don't like that on a day where they found aliens.
Wasabista says, I'm off to Planet Zerga. They have Bobos and melons. See, this is the kind of non-invasive, shitty, retarded, autistic trolling that's kind of fun. You just have people who are all coming from the same planet and they're only searching for melons and Bobo.
What is a Bobo?
It's just whatever you want it to be. That's what I love about Bobos is it's open to the imagination. It can be whatever you want. It's hopeful. It's love. Rincewind with $10 says, look at you, Imholtz, showing off your Irish pride wearing green. Makes me want to pinch Aaron's cheeks. All four. Thank you, Rincewind. And you now have 1,000 entries into the VIP giveaway this evening. $10 a piece. Of course, anything over 30 entries goes towards Redbeard tonight. All right. Bobo chili recipe, says Officer Krupke. Oh, Bobo chili recipe.
Dario Delfino says Zergans are the N-words of the galaxy.
Oh, no, I hope Zergans aren't the N-words of the galaxy. Zergans, don't come here and drop our property values on this channel. We don't need things like that.
Look at the food they like.
Amanda Hugginkiss says Zerga is a gay planet. See, now they're turning. This is what happens with illegal aliens, too. People fear the other, and then they start attacking it when no hostility has been shown. So now there's a lot of anti-Zergan sentiment in our chat. People are turning against the Zergans.
Yeah, don't aliens either A, want to take us over, or B, reproduce with us?
The Zergans seem fine. They just have a taste for melon. And they like Bobo.
Don't we all?
Paul R. Nelson, I don't think it's Daniel Bobo Curlin. Although Bobo follows me on Twitter. I'd love to get Bobo on the show. I'm a big Bobo guy.
Does he too like melons?
I'm sure he does. Theodore Roosevelt says, go back to Zerga. Kip Smith, Zergans never pay child support.
Hey.
Zergans are trashy sluts. Blackbusting the solar system. A lot of stereotypes about Zergans.
Oh my God.
Zerga is where those retarded aliens from Signs came from. Zerga likes cock. Get in the pile.
Oh my God.
The Zergans took our chat.
Maybe we should look up Zerga and see what it means.
Amanda Hugginkiss says we need a final solution for the Zergan problem. Oh, no. Zergans don't have jobs. They loot planets. Now they're calling me a Zerga lover. Oh.
Are you indeed a Zerga lover?
I love everybody who comes to this program. Rupert says, go back to Zerga. We've got enough aliens here. Supermom 24/7 with $10. Put
Thank
her
you.
in the drawing.
I got her.
Says, I have no idea what a Bobo is, but it sounds delicious.
Right. I thought boba, like the tea first, but it's not the same.
Michael B says, Zergans are space Jews. Oh, okay. Hidden Figures, the F is silent, says Zergans are responsible for 50% of meteor attacks. See, I didn't know that.
Jeez.
Freaky Deaky, Zergans is my favorite type of lotion to jerk off with.
I like that one.
See, look at that fun little chat troll they did. It's given us content for the last 5 minutes
For
at least.
days.
Yeah. Zergans put out for dollar bills, says Dario Delfino.
Oh, no.
Theodore Roosevelt says Zergan lives matter, ZLM. Go back to Zerga, damn it, says Sid Seraph. Hulkamasha Baby says Zergans have been kicked out of 108 planets. See, I didn't know that.
Oh, no.
Zergans are only 3/5 of an alien, says Kip Smith. This is all allegedly.
I heard Zergans were actually behind 9/11.
Oh my God, Zergans did 9/11? Yeah. Theodore Roosevelt wants to build the space wall. Oh, Richard Christofsky, renewing his membership for a 5th month, says Zergans are here because they went out for smokes.
Oh, they had to come here for them.
Wheat Diff getting lazy with his shit. He goes, Zergans are 15% of the population, ... You know the rest.
It's very lazy.
Turtle with $10 says chatbots aren't as bad as that time under the dock. Kevin Nash sucks. Oh, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 reference. There you go. All right, put Turtle in there for another time.
Thanks, Turtle.
There you go. Theodore Roosevelt remembers the 5 dancing Zergans. Of course.
How do you forget?
Michael B., 6 million Zergans died in Poland. Buddy Travis says, I hope Zergans look like Earth girls are easy, so considering Jeff Goldblum, they may be Jewish.
Uh-oh.
Dear Zergans, take our leader. Wasabista says, question, you're in a dinghy with a Zergan, a Martian, and a Vulcan. You have a gun with 2 bullets. Who do you shoot? A, the Zergan, twice. Now you guys are just replacing racist jokes with Zergans as the punchlines.
There was a Zergan on our porch earlier.
And again, Steel Toe remains undefeated as the most untrollable show there is. I'm sorry. We either just make fun of how morbidly obese you are and then you kind of shy away from us for a while, and then or we just adopt your troll and we just make it our own new thing. So thank you very much for giving us some new extra content, Zergans. We don't know who you are. We know we want you gone from this planet. Thank you. Hidden Figures says, a Zergan, a Jew, and a globalist walk into a restaurant. The waiter says, table for one again. See, now again, you guys are just popping Zergans into racist jokes.
It's just mean, really.
I don't understand. April, what are we at for the qualifiers here?
Uh-oh.
What?
A 15.
15, very good.
I literally had a stroke. For some reason, I was hitting 12 and I couldn't get
Counting can be difficult.
Well, we've had an interesting evening, and
All right, guys. Well, it's you guys are halfway towards everything that goes past 30 entries for the VIP/$100 drawing tonight is going towards Redbeard. You guys are up to about $75 for Redbeard, by the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for your generosity. Help Solve says Melon Bobo is Marlboro. It's a vape thing. Block that crap and move on. Well, no, there's Zergans. You don't just block. That's pretty racist, dude.
I actually I'm going to look up Planet, what is it? Planet Zerga?
Planet Zerga,
see what that is.
Theodore Roosevelt, welcome to becoming a Baby Boot member. Thank you very much. Paul R. Nelson says, that scumbag motherfucker ran off with a Zergan. Thank you, buddy. Michael B. says, throw a Zergan down the well.
Oh, no.
So my planet can be free. All right. So anyway, back to this. Before we got talked to by the Zergans, and before they came and visited our show tonight, we were talking about Canelo escaping from prison.
Danilo.
What? No, it's not Canelo Alvarez?
It is not Canelo Alvarez.
Different guy, not Canelo Alvarez. All
Looks entirely different.
I am really sorry. That is, you guys have no idea how embarrassing that is.
It's actually his brother, Danilo Alcatraz.
Danilo Alcatraz, not Canelo Alvarez. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys have already peaked up over 300 people watching at a time for the evening show. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We do appreciate that. Thank you to all our Zergan friends who made that possible. April, let's put Matthew Q in the drawing with $10 over on PayPal. He wants to try to become a VIP this evening. Thank you, buddy.
Didn't he just do it, too?
Well, you can also take the cash option.
That's true.
There's that.
No, I was just saying he's very generous.
Yes, he's a very generous guy. So they have a press conference about, I almost said Zergan, but Danilo Cavalcante. And one journalist decides, in the days we live in where people ask puffball questions and they ask softballs and they just, they're afraid of authority. They don't want to push the powers that be.
Yeah.
One man stood up above the rest at this press conference today and asked the question that nobody else had the balls to ask.
Oh my God.
About the escape of Danilo Cavalcante. April, do you have any idea what this person may have asked this sheriff's deputy or this state trooper?
You set the bar so high.
It's a ballsy fucking question to ask of a guy who escaped. It has to do with his escape and why he was free for so long.
Were the cameras working? Uh-oh.
I mean, this is a ballsy question.
The ballsiest? You're setting it up too high.
Make a quick guess. Who cares if you're wrong? And then we'll play it. Let's just see.
Watching him.
Was anyone watching him? Okay, that's good. Let's see the ballsy question that this reporter asked this state trooper. And I'm warning you guys, this is some hardcore shit.
Sir, was there any concern that he would team up with another small man to step inside of a trench coat, Little Rascal style?
Did you hear what he said?
I heard something about a trench coat and Little Rascal style.
One more time.
Sir, was there any concern that he would team up with another small man to step inside of a trench coat, Little Rascal style?
See, I would have never guessed that.
He asked the state trooper at the press conference, was there any concern? As though the state police would be like, all right, guys, here's the shit we got to look out for. Rape, murder, car theft, and him pulling off the Little Rascal's trench coat gag.
Oh, what the fuck? Is there any chance he'd team up with another small fellow and do the trench coat thing?
I mean,
what?
you know what the honest answer to that question is? Yes, there's always a chance.
Yeah, I mean, don't count him out.
Yeah, I mean, we're not really sure. Now, I keep pausing this before he can give an answer. Let's see what the answer is. Was there concern that he would find another small man and do the trench coat bit, Little Rascal style? Let's find out what the answer is.
Sir, was there any concern that he would team up with another small man to step inside of a trench coat, Little Rascal style?
No.
I got to give credit to that state trooper, though.
No.
He answered the question. He did go.
With the straight face, too.
He goes, no, and then moved on.
He Jerry Lewis did.
Yeah, he just, no, of course not.
Would he team up with another small fellow?
Oh, the Zergans are back.
Oh.
Woo!
What the
There's
hell?
our Look, guys, there's the Zergans. They love Bobo and melons. The Zergans are here.
Hello to Fareed Rahimi.
Yes, Fareed Rahimi. We will find you all the Bobos and melons you can possibly find. Guys, now our chat's turning against the Zergans, and they're saying that we should exterminate them all. I do not believe in the genocide
Of Zergans.
I do. Zergans, you are welcome here anytime. We're not trying to take your planet away from you. I promise.
No, you came here.
Greasy N-word with $2 over on Rumble says,
Thank you.
Greasy Z words stole my bike, goddammit. They hooked up space balloons to it and floated it away. Hobo Chili Recipe with $5 says, Juice, Juice.
Okay.
Juice will not replace us. Juice will not replace us. Wait, am I saying it wrong? Love the outfits. One is dressed for a fish fry, the other the opera.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, I did tell her to dress up, but she didn't listen. What are you going to do? You are dressed for a Lutheran fish fry.
I have a very short dress on. I don't know if this counts for Lutheran.
It's a bit of a problem. I say dress nice. She comes up in rags. I wear my nicest clam radio shirt. It's a miscommunication.
Built-in stains.
Yes.
Don't even need fish fry grease for it.
Yeah, I brought my own stained shirt, God damn it. All right, guys, we're giving away a VIP tonight. Everybody who throws in $10 on any platform will get themselves 1,000 extra entries into a VIP package or $100 cash. You get to choose. You guys want to check in on New York City? Or not New York City. This is the state of New York.
Okay.
You guys want to see how the state of New York's doing?
Maybe.
The governor there, Kathy Hochul, she's the one who took over for Andrew Cuomo after he was done finger popping bitches.
Which I think was just more fun.
Yeah, he was just, well, look, if you're going to be a Cuomo and the mayor in New York, you got to get something out of it. He got to kill senior citizens and finger pop young broads.
That's actually pretty cool, right?
Yeah, like while he hugged them.
Third one, there's no hat trick though.
Yeah, but he got to hug them, and when he hugged them, he'd give them a little, around, and then.
Which is kind of ballsy. You gotta have some long arms for that.
It does take some balls.
Especially if there's a fat ass, you gotta reach
Yeah.
around.
Then his brother, Chris Cuomo, he just sits there and dances like a Guido in clubs, like an embarrassing asshole.
Oh, that's
it's
right. He does
the
do
worst.
that.
So, one of them's finger popping broads, the other one obviously striking out a lot. That's for sure. Well, Kathy Hochul gave a press conference today, wants to let everyone know about COVID, wants to let everyone know about the new booster that's coming out. Kathy Hochul wants to let you know that this new COVID that's coming around is an interesting strain. All strains do different things and add different features to the disease. This strain, remarkably, makes all the other shit they said about previous strains not matter, and they get to contradict themselves. That I've never seen a disease do that before.
I've never heard of that.
I've never seen a strain of a disease so powerful that you don't even have to contract the disease to tell people I'm incredibly full of shit. I've lied about everything, but you should trust me now. That's like a brain parasite more than it is a virus. But let's check out Kathy Hochul and her thoughts on the new strain of COVID. Here she is.
Tell everybody, don't rely on the fact that you had a vaccine in the past. It will not help you this time around.
I don't know what to do anymore.
I have a question for you. What did Twitter and YouTube do to people who said that, say, a year ago?
Suspended your accounts?
Yes. They said they suspended your account. They got rid of you.
Indefinitely?
They gave you a medical misinformation strike. I know. I got one.
They banned you?
Yeah, they got you the hell out of there is what happened.
Hey, Aaron, what did employment places do to you if you spread misinformation on occasion?
Oh, see, they fired you from your job.
Oh, so they couldn't support their families.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. See, that's what I thought. But.
And now this strain, though, is totally different. So we made you get vaccinated. We never really told you what the side effects might be. It was kind of a total roll of the dice on your part. And now here we are telling you. And then if you questioned that vaccine and you questioned its efficiency and its efficacy, we would give you strikes. We would socially shame you, maybe even fire you from your job. But now what they're saying is, hey, if you had our vaccine, don't worry, total bullshit, not going to help you, doesn't work anymore, get the new one.
Oh, and by the way, if you were a poor soul who suffered severe consequences of getting said vaccine, you can't sue because there was waivers for that.
Yeah. People are saying this bullshit comes right out of Zerga. This is some Zergan bullshit. You're right, Dario Delfino. How are the Zergans doing in the chat?
Hopefully they're vaccinated.
Yeah, I hope you Zergans coming in here are vaccinated. We don't need any unvaccinated Zergan trash gumming up the works.
Oh my God.
That is, and it's not the first time. They've been doing this shit for the last few months now, just kind of like slowly rolling back everything, because when the vaccine came out and then we opened everything back up again, they're kind of doing this weird like high wire act where they're like, okay, we have to strike a balance between we want people to be terrified so they'll do exactly what we want and we can keep giving money to the pharmaceutical companies, but we got to balance that with we weren't totally full of shit and made you get an experimental vaccine and now we're telling you that it was totally worthless and it didn't do shit because we've been plugging this vaccine as the reason why we got out of lockdown and it's amazing. So they're starting to lean towards the fuck the vaccine, get a new one. And I'm worried they might tip over and fall off the high wire. And by worried about it, I mean rooting for it.
Rooting.
Yes.
I mean,
that's what I'm trying to say.
People suffered serious consequences for like all sorts of things surrounding this vaccine.
Yeah.
And now we have this one lady in charge of some things, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that didn't matter anymore."
As I check as I fact check what April just said, it looks like yes, it's true. It's 100% accurate. That's exactly what happened.
People have suffered severe medical and financial consequences.
Thank you very much to Kevin F., who wants 2 entries into our VIP drawing tonight. Thank you very much, Kevin F.
Thank you.
We are drawing for a new VIP package tonight. If you'd like 1,000 entries, $10, whether it's YouTube, Rumble, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, whatever it is, enter as many times as you'd like. You can get the 3 t-shirts, the hoodie, the 2 5.5-inch vinyl stickers, the free entry into a $100 drawing at the end of every month, the 2 tickets to every live event we do, free item of new merch whenever it comes out, and or you can cash it out for $100. Your call. So that's the update from New York. That's the update from Governor Kathy Hochul. Well, if you've been vaccinated against COVID, huck pooey, total horseshit. You got to get the new one.
Okay, so that's pretty aggressive, though. So what should we be? Oh, so just get the new one and we should be covered?
So yeah, just get the new one and you'll be fine.
I did freak out a little bit that the one I got previously doesn't cover me any longer.
Right. I thought it was a vaccine. Here we're finding out it's a warranty.
Kind of sounds like the flu, right? They just pick a strain they think will be prevalent and then throw a vaccine at it.
Wait a minute. Didn't all of us get in a lot of trouble for saying it was the flu?
I think I got
back in the
fired
day?
one day.
Oh, wow.
It was actually why I left Zurich. I was fired.
You were fired. Oh, I thought I hired you. I thought I made a great deal.
I actually
Turns
don't
out,
think
no.
I don't think the vaccine was out even when I quit. It's been 3 years in February.
Yeah, I don't think it was either.
Yeah.
Mad Joe with $7.99 says, here's something for not being a soulless COVID shill brought to us by Pfizer. Well, thank you. I like getting money for not being a shill, but doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of not being a shill?
No.
Because now you're paying me to not be a shill, so now I'm shilling for not shilling. And I'm taking your shillings for not shilling, the shilling that you don't want me to do.
Good God, man.
I've worked myself into a shoot.
You're in a tizzy.
Bigot on socialist media says, wonder if this time next year they'll be saying this new COVID or this new vaccine is also shit.
Yes.
Yeah, can we pop Kathy Hochul for medical misinformation?
Right, just like preemptively.
Yeah.
Can we bet on this in Vegas?
Hey, YouTube. Hey, Twitter. Hey, CNN. Kathy Hochul just said your vaccine is useless and it doesn't work. Aren't you going to do something about that?
Yeah, shouldn't Moderna and Pfizer be upset?
Oh my God. You guys gotta do something about that. Oh, the Zergans are back again. Hello, Zergans. We love you guys. The Zergans are wonderful. They love us tonight. We love the Zergans right back. Thank you guys so much for your support.
I did see that Corey Schaefer asked if we have shirts in big guy sizes. I can order up to like a 6X.
Yeah.
So whatever you need, I've got you covered.
And I'm pretty sure medically everyone who's over a 6X is dead. So that should cover everybody.
Wait, what is the biggest shirt size to exist, do you think?
I think they just start cutting holes in tent tarps at
Because-
some point. Wait, what's the biggest shirt size you're saying? I'll ask Patrick Melton.
Oh,
He'll
see,
know.
He would know.
Because he calls that a him small. And we'll be able to figure out.
They just fit a little snug.
Yeah, we'll figure out what that is.
Did you know that Victoria's Secret, now that they're all size inclusive and shit, offers cup sizes online up to size O?
Yeah, Patrick Melton told me about that. Because he's
Size O cup.
he's
you
a
guys.
size obese. And so
Oh, is that what that stands for?
Yeah.
I see. So it doesn't really go through the whole alphabet. It just skips to O.
no, it just gets to holy fuck, you're gonna die soon if you don't do something about this.
That's actually what it's called.
Freaky Deaky with 1999 says, if I don't win a VIP, this is some Zergan bullshit. And Freaky Deaky is in for 2. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very, very much. Yeah, I'm hearing that Zergan Bobo loves melons.
Can we look this up yet?
No, it's a vaping thing.
Is it really a vaping thing?
Yeah.
Do you know that like all of our friends vape?
Do they really?
Every single one of them. I don't know if you've noticed that yet, but everywhere we've went with them this year, they're vaping.
It's an
weird.
It's an advertisement for Melons Bobo Vape.
You're spelling melons wrong in your chat.
Hey Zergans, you guys have to. You guys got to start spelling melons right. It's MELONZ.
Yeah, it's a Z.
So apparently Zergans are dumb, illiterate bastards too on that planet.
Melons Bobo Vape. The flavor sounds good. I just don't vape.
Yeah, Melons Bobo Vape. Come on, guys.
Yeah, you got to do it with a Z, guys.
That is really smart though. Like as a free marketing thing to just do chatbots and put your thing in there.
I always thought
Because people will Google that. They're like, what does Bobo love melons? And then first thing that comes up is the vaping.
I wrote it down so I could look it up later.
Look up all your vaping
So what's a
stuff.
Planet Zerga? Is that the brand?
No, that's look, the people who do it are still retarded. So they just added a really dumb thing in there.
They just feel like they're on Planet Zerga when they smoke.
Hobo Chili Recipe with $2 says, who are these fucking retards? Why are we not retaliating? Send the Aristococks. I will assemble them. Just give me the green light. Aristococks, as a mercenary force of the Steel Toe Show, I authorize you to do whatever the hell it is you do all day.
You and I are both physical green lights tonight. I didn't realize how much we'd match.
Yeah. Just green on green, homie.
I want to hear that drop tonight since you're wearing it all day.
The Clam Radio, we'll play it by the end.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We have 20, I think we're at 20-something entries for the VIP drawing tonight. 20. Anything over 30 is going to go to Redbeard's cause, his family and whatnot tonight.
Thank you.
Enter for $10 on any platform. Thank you. And let's continue. We checked on New York State. We'll check on New York City a little bit later in tonight's show.
Okay.
But now we have to look at Portland and see how Portland is doing. Why not?
They're always so depressing.
Oh, Portland's
I've
great.
given up. It's for the homeless.
No, look, Portland is awesome. And Portland is now kind of gone over to the other side where it's already, we always wonder like what's on the other side of a black hole. Like, hey, what happens after you go through the event horizon and then...
Yeah, is there another like universe over there?
Right,
like
what's the deal? Well, now we know what's on the other side of a first world city's complete collapse. And it's just nude fighting.
Nude fighting?
In the streets. Yeah, it's don't get excited.
Oh,
I didn't say they were nude people you'd want to see nude fighting.
It's never who you wish it was.
There's nude fighting, but don't forget, there's also a remarkable amount of methamphetamine and fentanyl still.
Well, it fuels the fights. It's not their diet.
Right. It's just, you're thinking the wrong thing on this. Let's check out the city of Portland. And, I think the people who stay there now, like the people who haven't left yet, are the people who just kind of want to do state fair level people watching.
That's risky.
Yeah, so the city is like burned to the ground. It's dog shit. It's left to the most disgusting humans you've ever seen. And a bunch of early 20-somethings who are like, fuck it, I can barely afford my apartment, but I can get around. I can afford to live. I can have a couple of beers here and there, go get shit hammered on the weekends. Live on Lunchables, whatever the fuck. Who cares? And I'm going to do some people watching while I live here in Portland. It's a story you can tell later in life.
It's brave, I guess.
Let's see what they've got in Portland. Let's check on them. Let's see what's on the other side of a total civilization collapse.
Whoa! Whoa!
There's a guy riding out into traffic.
Hit him, bro.
So you've got a guy riding out into traffic because this naked guy across the street that you're about to see threw something at him.
See, this doesn't go well. Stop. Even the homeless people need to stop interacting with each other, let alone us civilians interacting with them. I mean, they might as well be Zergans.
You're saying just interact with the dragons that you see.
Yes.
On your
it's
trip.
A lot safer, ironically.
I see. You know what would chill them out?
I don't.
Some Bobo Melons vape.
It probably would.
Yeah, if they had a little Bobo Melons vape, this wouldn't happen to them. By the way, I want all of you Zergans sending me a check because this is great advertising.
I would like a vape just to taste it.
So now this guy is cruising around, just darting his way into traffic so he can go get this guy and watch the amazingness that ensues.
Oh my God.
Here he comes. There's the nude man.
Yeah!
No!
Holy
So the naked guy has like a belt or something that he clearly isn't wearing.
It looks like a tire iron.
Oh, is that what it was?
I don't know, but it's holding shape.
Let's try to identify the item. So this guy goes beelining across the street.
Hit him, bro.
Does a wide U-turn.
Oh my God.
And then, now, he doesn't stop his bike, get off, and go to fight this guy. He basically tries to lay down his bike and run him over.
Keep it paused. You're in front of a killer burger shop. So
Yes.
you're in front of a restaurant that looks like it has a gay pride flag hanging in the door.
Well, it's Portland. Of course it does. Killer burger. Wait a minute. With a pride flag, would that make it AIDS burger?
Monkeypox. How dare you? AIDS is out of style.
Yeah, but if you call it monkey burger in Portland, you might get protests of a different kind. People won't understand.
It's just got bananas on it.
So there he goes. He crashes his bike into the
You're
guy.
right. It's a belt.
It's a belt. He's whipping him with a belt.
Holy
Oh my
And now
God.
he's kicking the shit.
ever, bro.
And now they're on the ground wrestling with each other.
Only in Portland. I told him to hit him, bro. I'm like, hit him so he hits the naked.
So these guys are sitting here antagonizing these two
Right.
men to fight each other.
They probably yelled at the guy in the bike right away too and said, hey, that guy threw something at you. They
Yeah.
probably like instigated the whole thing.
You're gonna take that shit?
You could just let him do that?
You're gonna let him do that to you? You don't just put up with bullshit like that.
Oh my God, you guys. Like,
Yeah. So in
then-
Portland, you got that going on. And I think that's a lot better than just the guys doing fentanyl in front of depressed families.
yeah, but if you're the people in traffic that got to pull up and park next to that while you're waiting for a green light, you're terrified, right? Not only are you seeing a couple balls swaying to and fro, they're unshaven, unwashed, and they're flinging shit at each other.
Union Jack says this really is dystopia.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's a little bit dystopia.
The only thing...
But as long as the people who are okay with dystopia are the only ones left there, then let them enjoy what they came for.
I guess I was going to say that I've lowered my bar enough where I've said the only thing I didn't like about that video was that the people filming it were sitting and saying, only in Portland,
Yeah.
like it's like an endearing thing.
That's what I mean. They
They're
like
like,
it there.
"Ooh."
They like it that way.
They want to see the downfall.
There's a saying that goes, keep Portland weird.
No.
And in this case, mission accomplished. Portland is definitely
think
still weird.
I don't think you come back from this.
By the way, the Zergans say they come in peace, but Zergans, you spelt cum, C-U-M. I don't think you understand. That means ejaculating in this planet.
No, I think they're trying to breed with us.
Oh, see, yeah, we can't do that. We don't crossbreeds. Like, we barely mix races.
We have different docking holes.
On this planet, we don't even mix races and cultures. Like, forget planets. You guys are barking up the wrong tree. The Aristococks, by the way, are now just writing rise in the chat. So it's now the Zergans versus the Aristococks in our chat. So we're like releasing our cancer to beat back their cancer, and the Aristococks are undefeated. So it's the rise versus the Zergans.
Okay.
At this point.
Maybe we should give them all a trank and see who makes it.
I feel like the Zergans would be used to it. They seem like the type.
Zergans sound like they do drugs.
Yeah,
but like not like it's not nefarious where they come from. It's just like how they live.
Allegedly, the Zergans are doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the Zergans to sue us.
Yeah, I don't want to get sued by a bunch of Zergans.
Well, that's why I said it sounds like
they're very litigious people. If you guys want to get in on our VIP drawing tonight, there you go. There's the links in the chat. $10 in gets you 1,000 entries into our VIP drawing, which you get all of our merch and you become a new Steel Toe VIP, or you can cash out for $100. Your call. So we've checked in on Portland. We've checked in on New York. Let's go international with this next story. You know, a lot of women get fed up with their men.
Okay.
And when they get fed up with their men, they have some kind of like mental break. They get irrational. They go crazy, and they might not think things through, and they'll do something on a whim to like get back at a guy without thinking through what the consequences could be.
This doesn't sound good.
This was the case in France, where a diabetic wife was trying to explain what it was like to be hypoglycemic to her husband. Apparently, her husband shrugged it off, said it didn't sound that bad.
Well, it is bad. I actually know what that is.
Well, he kind of went, "Oh, you're fine. Just eat something," whatever the case.
Yeah.
And kind of gave her one of these, like, rah, 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 rah. Well, the wife decided to help him experience the feeling for himself, so she injected him with a dose of her insulin.
Mm-hmm.
And since men can also be notoriously dumb when it comes to risk-taking, he said yes. So this was one of those things where women get offended and upset that their struggles are not being taken seriously. So they're like, well, fuck you, I'll inject you with this shit. And also a man's foolish pride kicks in and he's like, all right, I already called her a fucking pussy for being hypoglycemic. Hit me with the needle.
Hey, give me a hit.
This is one of those things where it took two really stupid people.
Is he dead now? He's dead, isn't he? Oh my God.
He may not have pulled through.
See, I've got diabetics in my family. I know what this shit, I know what both sides of that shit looks like. It's ugly.
See, if you're not diabetic, you don't need to be injected with insulin.
No.
Your body's already producing what you need.
Yes, all the time. So you're already regulated. You can't be adding anything.
You don't need to be doing more insulin.
Right, you may as well have gotten a hot shot in a hospital bed. You're done.
His wife, aged 59, told the police that she administered insulin to him that day before going to bed.
No.
Without him objecting, in order to show him what it feels like to be in hypoglycemia, because he had told her that type 1 diabetes was a benign illness. She called the firefighters, noting in the morning when she woke up that her spouse was unconscious. No dispute apparently preceded the injection. So it wasn't out of anger. It wasn't out of hostility. She didn't like trick him or anything like that. She just went, oh yeah, hypoglycemia is not bad. He's like, fucking type 1 diabetes is pretty benign. We're good.
It really was just like an oh yeah moment. Are you the worst I've ever done? I have like one of those blood sugar testing kits here because I checked lest I be coming down with the beatus.
Sure.
And I've showed Aaron what it looks like. I'm like, hey, you want to, try this? You want to just check your blood sugar sometime? Ew, I don't like needles. I would never shoot you up with something.
Right. Well, now in fairness, this wasn't her going like, oh yeah, here's what you're going to know what it feels like to be hypoglycemic. Instead, he went, fuck you, inject me with the insulin. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Now, Jose Pantalones and a couple other people in the chat. I love that name, by the way.
It's cute. Yeah.
I love when you come by to visit. That name cheers me up.
It's much like taint butter.
What we're getting, people have brought this up in the chat. We assume that this is what happened, only because she told us that's how it happened.
He can't argue.
He's dead. So she's telling us, oh, he made fun of my diabetes. And then I said, well, how about I inject you with insulin? And she's saying, oh, he totally agreed to it. When in fact, this is only like a dead man can't tell any tales.
I don't have like a hard time believing the story. I really don't. Because maybe a guy wouldn't think it would be that bad. Like to take a shot on top of your pancreas already working. I don't know. But
lest you be called a pussy.
Right. But the truly retarded moment is to do it before you go to bed.
Right. Shouldn't you eat something?
You only need insulin when you're eating something.
Right.
So, or like for diabetics, if they didn't take enough insulin for what they did eat and their blood sugar's high, which is hyperglycemic. But when you take extra insulin, like too much, your blood sugar's plummeting and you're going to fall asleep.
So wait a minute. Is there hypo and hyper?
Yes, hyper is too high, hypo is too low.
Okay. And which one do you need to eat? Hyper or hypo?
You need a little food during hypo, but everybody needs insulin to regulate.
Okay.
Mount up.
Yeah, I was just going to say. So here's how you know whether or not she's telling the truth. Has the life insurance policy been attempted to cash yet?
Did she cry?
Right. Well, now the wife is facing murder charges.
Oh, my God.
In the death of her husband.
And she should, honestly, because she knew how risky that was.
By the letter of the law, I mean, she was premeditated. She did plan to inject him with the insulin. He did die as a result. That is premeditated.
Not only that, she made it known to him how bad being hypoglycemic was before she administered the shot.
All right, so now, who do we believe? Do we believe that there was this argument? And she went, oh, yeah, let me inject you. And he said, okay, do it. Or did he say, your disease is bullshit, you're a whiny pussy? And then she went, oh, yeah. And then he fell asleep and she just shot him full of insulin. What happened?
I would believe that he called her a pussy and she gave him the shot knowingly. I just think that he didn't think anything would happen.
Okay.
You know?
So you believe her story?
I do.
Okay.
I still believe she should be charged with murder for being an idiot.
Yeah. I
because
mean,
she knew what was happening.
Him being dead and her going away is not necessarily the worst thing for humanity.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because they're both stupid.
Michael B says, ask April this. Hey, do women wait till the last second and don't have tampons? If I needed something every month, I would have a year's supplies right by my ammo and food buckets. I had to run to CVS. Oh, he had to pick up tampons. April, are women usually prepared for these sort of things?
Yeah. I mean, I've got like my little box and it usually lasts me like 2 or 3 months because I don't
but where are the tampons?
That many. I do have a little box.
A little box.
No, I think that women typically are prepared for that kind of thing because whether they use an app or like a packet of birth control, they kind of know when it's coming.
Period talk, ladies and gentlemen. It's what sets
Right?
Steel Toe apart from everybody
Yeah,
else.
I'm sorry. Michael B. should not have had to run to CVS.
Adam Goldstein TV says Aaron plus April equals apron. Well, aren't you the most adorable, cutest guy in the world?
Apron?
Wasabista nails it. I've got a little box. Herder. I think that's the joke we all made. Perfect.
Well.
Rusty Grammer says, damn, I should have done the $10 tonight instead of yesterday morning. These chatbots have me outnumbered, sir. Call in the next regiment for backup. I don't know. I think the Zergans have been pretty harmless. They come in, they do their little Bobo Melons thing, and then they get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with the Zergans.
It's been very funny, the little bit has.
The Zergans have been fun. Hey, Zergans, if you would, visit the Rumble chat, too. I mean, don't just
let
do
them have fun.
Don't just do the YouTube thing. We've been up and down on either side of 300 tonight. Thank you guys very much. Adding the YouTube and the Rumble together. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Everybody hit like. It's great for the old algorithm, and we do appreciate it. And if you want to be part of our VIP drawing tonight, $10 on any of the pay services gets you in to our VIP drawing this evening, and any over 30 goes towards Redbeard's GoFundMe for his family. Right now, we're at 20 people and you can enter as many times as you'd like. Okay. The Mexican Congress, this is the story I'm most excited about today. The Mexican Congress hosted its own UFO hearings, totally ripping us off, by the way.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're holding their UFO hearings where they're going to, let loose with everything their government knows about UFOs, which I don't know if like Mexico's take on UFOs is exciting as ours, because like a Harrier jet would be an unidentified flying object to them. They'd be like, you see that thing? Why doesn't it look like our biplanes?
I feel like that little worm they keep in their tequila is probably like their little alien.
Yeah. If they look up at the sky and they go, why is that thing not a crop duster? And they're like, I can't identify what that is. I think that's a UFO.
Everything is said with an upward inflection.
That's just a B-2 bomber. Yeah, my Mexican accent is doubly racist because not only is it a bad attempt at a Mexican accent, but it's also a clear Slowpoke Rodriguez ripoff.
It's very cute, though. I love it.
So it's a cartoon mouse being Mexican.
I actually do wish you'd talk to me more like that.
I want to tell you now that I would cross the border with my family, but I don't want to stay in a dirty, shit-infested New York motel.
Gordy, is that you?
Yes, that's how our dog talks. So the Mexican Congress hosted its own UFO hearings where experts presented 1,000-year-old non-human corpses. Now, this was pretty remarkable. I don't know why they've been sitting on this.
Yeah, wouldn't they crush it?
You would think that a 1,000-year-old alien corpse, what does that mean? Does that mean like in the Middle Ages before North America was even discovered, like the Inca and the Mayans were just keeping alien bodies?
Maybe.
Like all of these.
Maybe that's when they visited long and long ago.
We can't find any of these like lost Mayan cultural touchstone items, but for some reason, we all got the Mexicans kept all their alien corpses.
Maybe that's just what the Mayans looked like.
Well, maybe these are all Mayan corpses. How do we know?
They're just remarkably short.
Mayans were just tiny little guys, and they're snowing us right now. That's what it is.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
But the Mexican government had mummified alien corpses. Now, some people are saying that this is fake.
Some are saying.
Some are saying that the Mexican government does not actually have
It's like a cake or something.
1,000-year-old alien corpses.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not here to tell you guys whether it's real. I'm not here to tell you whether it's fake. I'm going to be a total neutral arbiter in this whole deal. I'm going to show you, and you guys tell me if these are real alien bodies or if you feel like they're pulling one over on you. Here we go. This is the Mexican Congress. Now, remember, when our Congress went to tell us about aliens and UFOs and all that shit, they just talked about stories they'd heard from other people. Mm-hmm. Mexico's bringing the goods. Here we go.
Evolución posterior.
Here's the aliens that they've had for 1,000 years. Come on, get me an overhead view.
Wouldn't the air just like disintegrate this shit?
You would think that after 1,000, oh my God, look at the alien.
Tell me why it looks just like the guy from Men in Black.
What are you talking about? That's E.T.
No, the little dude in the head.
No, that's E.T. 100. You don't think that looks like E.T.?
Fuck E.T.
That's 100%. They found E.T. Oh, Mexicans, no.
He never phoned home.
You guys got had. There was some props department director who got fired from his Hollywood studio job, and he took with a few E.T. dolls, and he sold them to the Mexican government and told them they were alien corpses.
They told him to leave it out in the rain for a while, so it looked weathered.
This man, these sunglasses and long hair and the headband, he was smoking a lot of the Tijuana grass. And he sold us a couple of alien corpses. People are saying he's from E.T., but I don't believe him. Theirs goes ding, 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 diggy, ding, ding. Ours goes ding, 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 diggy, ding, ding, tick, ding, 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 ding. It's not the same. These are alien corpses. A lot of people thought this was E.T. until afterwards, when the cameras turned off. Apparently this thing opened its eyes and it said, to prevent contest, struggle, what's this word? And someone said, war? He goes, war. To prevent war, the galaxy is on Orion's belt.
Where?
And they were like, holy shit, what does that mean? And then the alien died again and went back to his 1,000-year-old dried turd form. And he's apparently
petrified. I'm actually hearing that was the leader of the Zergans. So they're back.
No, he was one of the Zergans, and now they're all gone. The last of the Zergans have departed. That's no good. Yeah, you bought an ET thing from a prop department from some stupid hippie from America, and he convinced you guys that these were alien corpses.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to need to believe that that's anything real? I'm going to need some sort of like splicing done, or like a microchip, or like a slide to put under a microscope. That's what
Can't
I'm
we
looking
get
for.
some alien DNA off this
Can
thing?
to get a little DNA and look at it under a thing?
Well, here, let's finish this up. And then for those of you who are still doubting whether or not these are real aliens, I actually have a 1,000-year-old alien microfilm clip of these aliens actually engaging with their civilization.
You said 1,000-year-old microfilm clip?
That the aliens brought.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm not kidding. I have video of these aliens when they were alive. Do you want to see it after this?
I'll entertain it.
The Mexican government supplied me with what they guaranteed me was microfilm from this 1,000-year-old alien culture where these bodies came from.
You know, the sick thing is, I kind of want it to be real. Don't you?
Look, man, they seem pretty convinced. These tiny little fellas
Zoom in.
drove all this way.
Ew.
It looks like a tree or a rock carving.
I want to blow on it. I want to
It'll disintegrate.
Yeah, I want to blow on it and see what it does. Like if it just.
Let me translate. This one really liked Reese's Pieces, and he helped a boy fly a bike. So I actually have video. If you guys are still wondering, now I believe this is real. 100% I believe this is real.
I didn't see the lower half of his body.
A lot of people do not believe that this is a real thing. They think that the Mexican government is like pulling one over on us or something. And I'm here to tell you that's absolute bullshit. Because I have video that the Mexican government has released. April, look away, please. I have video that the Mexican government has released of these aliens dining, like actual, like feeding back in their day. Let's go ahead and watch these aliens in their natural habitat. April, you can look now.
This is Stone Cold ET, and I want to order a couple cheeseburgers, and that's the bottom line. Because you know Stone Cold ET like to come to White Castle, order a couple of cheeseburgers to fill me up before I whoop some ass. Give me a hell yeah if you're down with Stone Cold ET. Oh, hell yeah! Because Stone Cold ET likes whooping ass.
They were an aggressive bunch.
Not only that, this is remarkably clear film.
Well, I mean, they're an advanced.
And White Castle's clearly the longest standing.
This is from their home planet now.
Oh, they had White Castle
Yeah,
first.
this was 1,000 years ago. They wanted to bring things to share with our culture. You don't think the Illuminati has had this film and created all these brands based on these Zergans?
Oh my God, they made the whole ET movie.
What if these Zergans mated with humans, and so the Illuminati and the elite created White Castle and all this because they knew their Zergan blood would love it because they saw this video from their Zergan home planet?
And of course, the elite would call it White Castle.
Exactly. So let's continue on. A lot of you think that this Mexican alien stuff is fake, but we have video evidence right here of when these particular aliens were alive. We were so lucky that they shared their rich and vibrant culture with us.
When Stone Cold ET rides a bicycle, I ride it long, I ride it hard, just like the Texas rattlesnake when he's done whooping Vince McMahon's ass. Give me a, oh, hell yeah. What'd you say, ET? What? What'd you say, ET? What? I said I want to order 2 cheeseburgers, and that's the bottom line. Because no Stone Cold love a little White Castle burger with a little onion, with a little meat on it. Because there's nothing like Stone Cold Steve Austin eating those little White Castle burgers. You know Stone Cold like a little White Castle action. Well, I'm busy fighting off the aliens when I'm busy being the crap out of Will Smith in Independence Day or being him up in iRobot. Stone Cold ET is gonna whoop some ass. Give me a hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Stone Cold ET is gonna whoop some ass.
Wow, they were a vibrant bunch.
The video troubles me.
It's just really sad to know that they're gone now, you know?
Yeah, apparently they're all past.
I mean, after all that, and then for the Mexican government to hide these bodies from us for so long, and then to bring them back now when we could have been learning so much from their culture this entire time. See, Bigot on Socialist Media over on Rumble says 100% real. I'm convinced that if the Mexican media would have showed the people what I have, which is all this video evidence, then people would probably be believing them a little bit more.
See, like for me, they didn't even show me the lower half of their bodies, so I can't even confirm they had legs. Like that wasn't real, right?
Well, they didn't know that they'd be doing this to prove they exist someday. They were just filming themselves in their casual habitat.
No, in their little casket things.
Jake in the Hudson says, this is important, but not forgotten. We still remember you, Zergens, and we will honor you from here on out.
What was the lead Zergen's name?
Stone Cold E.T. That was clearly him.
Oh.
Giving away a VIP package tonight, $10 gets you 1,000 extra entries to becoming a Steel Toe VIP, or you can choose the cash out option. We leave it up to you here. Anything over 30 entries, we throw at Redbeard's GoFundMe. And of course, if you throw in anything that's not for the VIP tonight, that will just go towards tomorrow's goal, which we're already $105 into. The links are all in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, memberships, Rumble Rants, the whole thing. Thank you guys very much. No goal tonight. We're getting rid of the goal tonight, and it looks like a smaller goal for tomorrow also, which is very, very good.
Very cool. Thanks, guys. No, I don't feel ready to be done with alien life forms. Like, I don't like that you're just moving on. Like, where do they find those things?
That's all they've got. Well,
they don't even tell us?
They said that they've just had them.
That's not enough.
The alleged alien corpses were discovered in Peru in 2017 and are believed to be 700 to 1,800 years old.
You waited that long to tell us that there was aliens
Well, I
here?
had to show you all the evidence.
But...
Oh, you mean the government?
And they got a whole breakdown of his noggin here?
Yeah. They only had 3 fingers and elongated heads. That's enough fingers, though, am I right?
Yeah, 3 will get the job done.
You don't need any more than that. X-rays of the aliens were also shown, and experts say one of the bodies had eggs inside.
Jesus, see, you almost went on and left us all out of that.
This is what they... Now, first of all, these are computer renderings. You can make whatever you want on a computer rendering. Like, you can put in the information you need.
But if you're trying to make me believe that this is real, I've got to also believe that those are real, right? I don't know. And they had eggs inside. Can you show us the eggs? Where are the eggs?
Now, think about this. If you were to expose to humankind, like if the American government or NATO or the UN was to show you alien corpses, it would freak people the fuck out. They might be in a panic.
Tiny bit.
But if you want to reveal to people that aliens have existed and they've landed here before, but you want to keep them skeptical and not scare the shit out of them, you have Mexico release it. You have the Mexican government release it. Nobody panics. Nobody freaks out because they're like, those little weirdos, they don't know shit about aliens. Aliens is a white people thing. And so they get really pissy and defiant about it. They say it's all fake. But meanwhile, we've now released all the alien shit.
What makes me scared about these little dudes that landed in Peru somewhere, they had eggs. Like, what if they... Look, I have eggs too. Do you mean like dinosaur eggs or like the soft, pliable ones?
Well, I can't really ask them. They're dead.
I don't want to be laying eggs.
I don't know what their eggs are like.
They are little at least, so we could fight them. But do you know that like this opens a door for me that makes me think about Area 51 and all that and what's
Area
in there.
51, you do then.
Why can't we know?
Because they're dead.
Are we just not like able to handle these cool things you're hiding?
CSE is in for 2. 2 entries into the VIP drawing tonight. Rusty Grammar with $10 says, I hate this show. It sucks. I just want to buy a used car from Aaron before I die. That's all. Well,
wow.
We'll see. We got a new VIP tonight, so maybe we'll be putting off the car sales thing for one more week. God bless.
Oh, that's what he meant. I thought he meant he wanted to buy your old vehicle.
God bless. I have some questions for the chat. Has your feed been choppy tonight? I want to know if the audience has had a choppy feed this evening because we've had our KBS has been all over the place tonight on OBS, and I think it may be time for the first unplug, replug in of this new modem.
You got to blow on it.
God, they're so shitty. And they even tell you when you get them. Now, remember to unplug and plug this back in once a month. And it's like...
Well, then what good is it?
What good is this?
What? Come on. Unplugging and replugging.
People are saying the video has been choppy tonight. It keeps going blurry. Yeah, that's not our fault or the camera or you or anything else. Our KBS keeps dropping below 5,000 and then back up over 5,000.
Damn.
So it will fuck up a little bit. We're sorry about that, guys. But statistically, you guys have been supporting us very well this evening. We appreciate it. We'll get that fixed for tomorrow.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Don't let it fuck you up. And 23 people so far are into our VIP drawing for this evening. Anything over 30 goes to our buddy Redbeard. Matthew Q wants in for another one. He says, okay, so what's the deal? The other day you were wearing a Bears shirt. It's not a Bears shirt. Now April is just like an Eagles cheerleader. You guys are traitors. 0-2 for sure.
Hey.
Sorry.
An Eagles cheerleader? It's not even the right green.
I mean, that's pretty close.
Excuse me. I'm burning this dress later.
As close as it can be.
Never wear it again.
All right, 24 of you are now in. Shitpayer says, God, you are so stupid, April.
Oh my God, what?
Congratulations.
Whoa.
Shitpayer.
Shots fired. You know what? I didn't know that. Thank you.
Yeah, why don't you thank people for shit like that? You didn't know that you're so stupid. You knew you were kind of dumb, but you didn't know you were so stupid.
I am apparently, what did he say? So stupid.
Yes, so stupid. It's very important. You don't even know what Bobo melons are.
Oh, I don't.
Piece of shit.
I am sorry that we're looking so choppy on a night where we clearly both look stunning.
Yes, we both look so good. Thomas says maybe they've been around, but on each other's shoulders under a trench coat. Oh, yeah, maybe the aliens are doing the Little Rascals bit like the escaped guy from prison might have done. Oh. Derek says she does have some Philly trash in her dumb accent. There you go. So Shitpayer and Derek both think that you got a dumb fucking voice. How's that?
You know.
Your thoughts?
Oh, I'm sure that I'll be divorced and out of this job in less than 2 years, thanks to you guys.
I would say 22 months.
God.
Annoyed Wawa supervisor says, Aaron, offer still stands if you want to jump on our gas pump TVs. Corporate can provide you with a much stronger connection. We need content. Right now, it's just Menunos on movies, and I hate my life. I would sell out and do the gas pump news? 100%. I'm good. You give me the gas pump news money, I bet you those people make decent...
The people on those little TVs?
Yeah, I bet you they make decent money.
Those are kind of entertaining.
You think you make $200,000 a year doing gas pump TV?
No.
You don't think so?
Maybe half that.
You give me $200,000 a year, I'll do the gas pump TV.
Okay.
That would be good for me. I hope so. Those gas stations make a fortune. You'd think they'd be fine. Marley Analytics says April is demonstrating why these alien pictures are being released. The men shrug and know it's fake, but the majority of the voting public will be entranced and won't be able to move on.
I hate to move the curtain again, but I'm doing a fucking show, you guys. No, I don't believe that's real.
Wait a minute. You guys keep saying it's fake. I showed you the video. It was Stone Cold E.T. He's a Zergan.
The level of retardedness in some of these listeners.
It's retardation.
I don't care. I'm just stooping to their level now.
Wasabista says, I can clearly see Aaron's Bobos and April's melons. There you go.
No, I don't think aliens exist at all, actually.
Dario Delfino says, Annoyed Wawa Supervisor is a great gimmick. I agree. It's one of the best gimmicks ever established on this show.
I think you should look into that gas pump newsman thing. You might have fun with that.
I know. I really want a job as one of the gas pump newsmen. It would be a pretty... Here, I bet you I can't find it. How much do the gas pump news guys make? I've analyzed the profit margins of 30,000 gas stations.
Oh
How much
God.
does a gas station owner make?
What
What is it called? Popcorn TV? No,
one of the suggested lines as you were Googling was hilarious.
gas station news. What's it? Oh, they're just giving me news about gas stations.
Well, I used to think, like, don't they just, like, project one of the local stations onto those?
No.
It's an actual, like, gas station.
There's a name for it.
Do the gas station anchor.
The thing that Maria Menounos works for. Someone will help me.
QVC.
Gas pump news anchor is a fine vocation, says Dario Delfino. First there was Cheddar News. Now Wawa has hot dish news. We got this in the bag. Oh, I see. Let's see. Cheddar News salaries. Let's see. The average Cheddar hourly pay ranges from approximately $43 per hour for a producer to $43 an hour for a producer. Cheddar employees rate the overall compensation and benefits package 2.8 out of 5 stars. The highest paid job at Cheddar is a producer with a salary of $90,000 per
I told
year.
you. Half of what you said.
Shit. Well, then Cheddar News can't afford me.
Well, think about it. Like, how many gas stations do you go to that actually have the TV? Not many.
Well, all the speedways have them.
But just Speedway, though.
Yeah. How much do Dish Nation hosts make? Between $23,000 and $28,000 a year. Okay, so these are all like relatively part-time gigs.
It's a hobby for you.
Right. Matt Joe with $2.99 says Bobo is the vibe. It's Marlboro. Yeah, we know. The Zergans have explained this to us tonight. We've learned a lot.
Now they're doing the Zergagaga.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like that the Zergans are mixing it up. I like that they're not
back.
just doing the same exact thing over and over. It's remarkably helpful. Thank you, Zergagians. We appreciate that. Now we have to move on from the aliens, though. I'm very, very sorry. We keep getting more and more Barstool Sports News as Dave Portnoy now owns the thing again. Apparently, he's having to fire a lot of people.
Yeah, you don't need as many now.
When you have a big corporate umbrella over you, they'll tolerate losses. You'll basically be a loss leader that they can write off at the end of the year. So they'll have these big swollen staffs and everything else. Well, now, since Dave Portnoy sold off his business for like $400 or $500 million and then bought it back for $1, now he has to actually turn a profit.
Yes, he does.
With this business. Because, my God, you can't expect Dave Portnoy to just live off this $400 million for the rest of his life. The man's got to eat.
He's got to buy white T-shirts.
Look, he doesn't have a family. He's living by himself. He could probably be fine if he had $400,000. But the point is, a man's lifestyle changes, and damn it, Dave Portnoy needs to turn a profit. So he's having to let people go. And he recently got rid of a show called The Mean Girls podcast.
Okay.
This was apparently a show that was doing very well for Barstool Sports until there was a little Mean Girls backstabbing going on, which caused Dave Portnoy to have to fire these ladies after another lady who works at Barstool basically knifed him in the kidneys, stabbed him in the back, turned on him, crushed their numbers, and now they're gone. This is such a catty, bitchy story. I had to bring it to you guys. It's it just is not a story you would get if it was guys doing podcasts on Barstool.
I don't think so.
It is it has all the hallmarks of a passive-aggressive chick fight.
It sounds like the Girls on the Whatever podcast. Like they're the guests that they have on there.
Oh, no, these are a lot smarter bitches than the Whatever girls.
Oh, and they're just being mean.
These are mean. When I say Mean Girls podcast, it's pretty accurate. After Dave Portnoy revealed that he did not renew the contracts for Alex Bennett and Jordan Woodruff, who host the Mean Girls podcast, he claimed on Tuesday's installment of the Barstool Rundown that the pair were pushed out of the company by fellow on-air talent Kelly Keegs. Now, what's amazing about this is that Dave Portnoy openly admits that Kelly Keegs tried to push these two out of his company, did successfully push them out of the company, and he knows it was her, and she's still got a job there.
Right.
That is
kind of ballsy to just kind of let everybody know that.
Right. He's like, oh, by the way, if you guys, you know what he's trying to do? He got rid of the Mean Girls podcast, and he didn't want to read all the mean tweets and take all the emails and get all the complaints. So he's letting everyone who liked the Mean Girls podcast know, oh, and by the way, if you're mad about us cutting these two broads, it's this bitch's fault.
Right.
Not mine.
Oh, my God.
Here's what happened. Portnoy appeared on one of the Barstool shows with KFC and the other guys. and said Keegs murdered the Mean Girls with her blog in March when she declared, quote, "I officially hate the Mean Girls." Now, remember, they were all working together.
Yeah, you can't say it. Well, I guess you can, but you have to expect your podcast to go down, right?
And apparently, Dave Portnoy loves a vindictive, backstabbing bitch because she's still there.
Maybe he's dating her.
I like that theory. The blog post was Keegs' way of explaining that although she liked Alex and Jordan, quote, in real life, she believed they put on a persona that made females at Barstool look stupid.
Yes. Anytime you pretend to be mean to another female, that does look stupid.
However, they were getting clicks, so their behavior was encouraged and praised at the company. This is basically the synopsis of her blog. She's like, I like these two, but they're putting on characters that make all of us girls at Barstool look stupid and shitty. But as long as they get views, the company will reward them. Well, guess what happened after the blog came out?
What?
The views went in the shitter.
Okay.
Because in broadcasting, when you're exposed as someone who people like as a personality and you have a show and they invest in you as a personality, if they find out you're not authentic, they will stop watching you.
That's true.
That's why I think this boomer blood sport stuff is coming to an end. It's the same thing. They're kind of finding out that these guys are all pro wrestlers.
Oh, this stuff's not real?
Yeah, nobody's really talking about them anymore. It's why, Kevin Brennan is still going to be fine, but everyone else is going to be shit because Kevin Brennan has been this guy for decades.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even heard about the other guys for like a long time.
The other ones, they're doing a bit to keep themselves fed. So they're doing whatever they think they have to be in order to keep people, going like, oh, I got to watch this shit show.
Like a circus.
Right. So if you get found out to be inauthentic, people will just lose interest. She said in the blog, I didn't like how we were raising up people that were putting out dumb clips on purpose. And then that was setting the standard for clicks. When there are plenty of other girls here who are saying smart things and we're getting enough traction online, Keegs said. Well, now, she's trying to make this a woman thing. Let me be very clear. This is an internet in general thing. People who do a good show will always be frustrated on the internet because they will watch their channel grow, stagnate for a while, grow, stagnate for a while, grow. We've been doing this for 3 years. We've gone through 5 different stages of this. Mm-hmm. You'll have a week where you go, holy shit, we gained hundreds of subs, like last week. And then you'll go a few more weeks where you add a couple dozen. It's just part of the game. You establish yourself, you grow slow.
It happens.
But then when you do a really good show and it's really solid and people like you, you'll watch these flash in the pans like jump up out of nowhere. And you watch it and you're going, these people are fucking retarded. This is the dumbest thing ever. Why are people clicking on this? And you go, oh, wait a minute. The people who are enjoying this don't realize that these are phony retards. They'll catch on in a year or so and this will all go away. Meanwhile, I'll just keep doing my bink, 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 like slow but steady, basically.
Yeah, that other podcast has to make sure that they make all the monies in a short amount of time because it's not going to stick around.
So you have this Keegs woman is basically saying, look, we do intelligent, smart, good content, but we don't get the attention that this Mean Girls podcast is getting. So she writes, I think it is kind of shitty, though, to write a blog going, oh, by the way, these girls are just phony bitches who are just doing this for clicks. They're trying to make the rest of us look stupid. That is kind of a shitty move. People will figure it out on their own eventually.
That's kind of what I think. There's been plenty of shows that have been shitty to us and written shitty things about us, and I still don't take time to write things about them.
Right. Because
people will figure it out someday.
Because we've seen that it takes a few months after we say to go, hey, those guys are just retarded and they're not talented at all. And then people go, oh, why would you say that? And then a few months later, we end up being right. It's just so we don't have to write a big blog like this chick does. But they were on the same team and she's shooting inside the tent. So yeah, okay, these two were phony and they were doing a phony show, but they were doing well for the company. Mm-hmm. They were getting, a lot of clicks and shit like that. So did you really have to write the blog?
Right.
It worked out for her, though, because Portnoy says the Mean Girls podcast saw its views go down after Keegs' blog came out. Now, this is the part that really makes me hate this Keegs chick. This is such a woman Mean Girls thing to do. Keegs said she tried to work things out with Bennett and Woodruff privately, but they refused to talk with her. Well,
Yeah,
no shit, they refused to talk with you.
don't
You
blame
you
them.
didn't go to them and ask them first. You just wrote a shitty blog about what phonies they were.
I wouldn't talk to that person either.
Right. You go out in public. You don't come to me first. You tell people I'm this big phony bag of shit that sucks and I'm not telling the truth and I'm hurting the company. And then it hurts my views. It hurts my business. It hurts my payday. And then you're like, I don't know why they won't talk to me about it.
And now the podcast is axed.
Right. Now you've lost
It's
your
gone.
gig. You have to go do your podcast independently.
Like-
You don't get that sweet Barstool money
Right?
anymore.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Right. Yeah. I can't understand why these girls won't talk to me. Well, did you write a really shitty blog and basically trash the shit out of them and ruin the whole vibe of their show? Well, yeah, I did that. Yeah, that's probably why they're not talking to you.
Yeah, don't go be like a victim status.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I tried, but they just won't talk to me.
Yeah, like Michael B says, you're exposing the goddamn business.
Right? Yeah, even if I don't like somebody, I typically won't go out of my way to say anything about it publicly.
Yeah.
You know, unless it's on a show here and it's relevant.
Like I said, like
but
people,
a private person, no.
yeah, people will figure that shit out on their own, you know? So that I think this Kelly Keek should be gone. If this should teach Dave Portnoy
Yes.
anything, it's like, you know, you're a sports network.
No
Stop
girls.
hiring girls.
Yeah.
What are you
They
doing?
don't belong there because this wasn't about sports even.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about like a sports take that went awry.
It's about broads being cunty to each other.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
I mean, you and I have said it how many times in our private life watching sports. Like, have you, like, how many men did you have to skip over as commentators and stuff? Like, how many good qualified men to select a
Right.
woman?
How many personalities that would have drawn a bigger crowd, that would have brought you more subscribers and would have brought you more viewers, did you have to skip over so you could fill your EEOC box on that one?
Yeah, it's not worth it, typically.
FACP Monitoring says, April, have you ever tried to get Aaron to get a tattoo? I'll let April answer that first, but I've got an answer for that one.
I think I've teased him about it, not like seriously, though.
I've thought about getting a tattoo a few times, but every time I think of something, I'm like, I don't want that there forever. I'm going to regret it.
And if that's the way you think, then
Yeah.
I think you made the right decision.
There's nothing I'd put on my body, like, especially when you're me. Like, what can I put on my body that will say something that I won't just say anyway? You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of say shit. You know, I just kind of express whatever I need expressed at the time. I don't need to put a piece of artwork on my body to say something.
I think that's fine. I think people that get tattoos enjoy looking at the artwork. I sometimes forget I have any. But then sometimes I look at it, I'm like, oh, I still really like that.
Yeah.
It's just something nice to look at.
Rad Zumach in the chat. I love this guy. Rad Zumach just writes, "What up, nerds?" I love Rad Zumach. That's one of my new favorite names now.
Yeah.
Hobo Chili Recipe with $2 over on Rumble says April is looking very nice tonight, like a mid-level hooker in Reno at a casino buffet.
Thank you.
All you can eat Dungeness crabs because it's cavernous.
I appreciate that.
There you go. Greasy N-word with $2 says Dave Portnoy doesn't have a family because he's a literal homosexual. Not a joke. He's been caught propositioning gay hookers on Twitter. I would love to see this.
Of course
Portnoy, gay hooker,
No.
Twitter. Let me see this.
Oh, no.
I do not see anything. I see a tweet about Hendon Hooker.
Why don't you I would Google, like, Portnoy gay or is Portnoy gay?
Yeah, how about
Like, come up with some gossip.
maybe not Portnoy gay hooker. One suck, everybody knows the rules, is Dave Portnoy gay.
Yeah, I'd
This
read
is from
some.
November of last year. One suck, everyone knows the rules. Does it matter? Does it matter? It's a forum. It's not gay when it's in a three-way.
Oh, my God.
I don't have any evidence of Dave Portnoy being gay, though.
But there's clearly the opinion.
Yes, people
does exist.
People are of the feeling that it's not crazy to think that Barstool Sports owner Dave Portnoy is a homosexual. Here's one on Reddit. One gay sex, everybody knows the rules. A take on the pizza thing. Imposter Mike Portnoy imposter robs gay men in NYC. It's not Dave Portnoy, but okay.
Weird.
All right. See, I don't see anything about Dave Portnoy being a homosexual. But if you have any information,
A link. Yeah.
I would love to see a link. Rad Zumach just writing lobster. I'm definitely going to read all of Rad Zumach's posts, at least his first 5 or 6, because I love that new name. We are giving away a VIP in less than a half hour.
Oh, wow, that went fast.
So, yeah, if you guys want to get in on the VIP giveaway, go ahead. I just read something very funny. If you want to jump in and get 1,000 entries into our VIP drawing, you can also cash out for $100. $10 on Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, memberships, or Rumble Rants. If you throw in $10, we will put you in that drawing with 1,000 extra entries, and you can possibly win a VIP tonight. We're at about 24 entries. Yes. Anything over 30 is going to go to Redbeard's, our fallen listeners, GoFundMe. I keep wanting to say
his
PayPal.
Family's GoFundMe.
His family's GoFundMe, yes. Rad Zumach says, my black eye is genetic.
He just has bags, you know.
See, now
it's really dark.
I didn't know that it was genetic. I apologize for making fun of you. Annoyed Wawa Supervisor says Dave Portnoy once came into our Cherry Hill store with a boy named Timothy. They purchased 2 Italian hoagies, 3 Celsius, and some extra hoagie oil. I only work here, so I don't judge.
That sounds like something you would purchase. You love an Italian hoagie.
I do love an Italian hoagie, for sure.
I'm hungry.
Jeremy S. with $2 says, love the show. Shout out to Mersh. Indeed, shout out to Mersh.
Yes.
Rad Zumach says, yes, I am Chad's more talented brother. Fuck yeah, Rad Zumach. Lucas says, $537 to the goal. No, of course, there's no goal tonight. Stop it, Lucas.
Wow.
Don't do that to people. It's a goal-free night, and we're like $110 into tomorrow already.
Are you flexing for everyone?
No, I was scratching my shoulder.
I thought it looks from this view like you're flexing.
If I was flexing, this shirt would rip, brah.
Maybe you should try it.
Sorry,
You've ripped your shirt on the show before.
Trying to be Rad Zumach.
Oh.
Rad Zumach says, no, April, I'm 157th black. Just my eye and my snozberries. Well, that at least clears it up, right?
That does, thank you.
It does clear things up.
Your snozberries.
Thank you. I'm upset that nobody has evidence about Dave Portnoy being gay.
Med Joe in the chat said it was trending.
Really? Portnoy gay?
Maybe you should go look it up, like see the trending list.
Von Kaiser wants in on the VIP drawing. $10 from Von Kaiser.
Thank
25 of you entered
You said that
tonight.
wrong.
What? VIP drawing.
Just a 5.
What?
It's okay.
Fuck me then. Let's see. I want to get to the potential spam. Oh, wait, I want spam on my phone.
Spam's delicious.
What is it? Portnoy gay. I don't see it trending. Portnoy gay. Gay Walmart Dave Portnoy. Portnoy is gayer and shorter than the gay crackhead. Okay.
These are fun.
Except for Portnoy, who defends communist gay Barack Obama. Apparently, he must have said something about gays. Dave Portnoy's reviews of pizza and gay male hookers. It's because, Portnoy trashing Tucker right after he was on the show. What a stand-up guy. So Dave Portnoy trashed Tucker for having Obama's boyfriend on his show. That's what it is.
Obama and Larry Sinclair had a steamy love affair.
Dave Portnoy says, I met Larry Sinclair when I was doing my Tucker thing a couple weeks ago. I would trust Anna Delvey before I trusted anything Larry Sinclair said. Top to bottom, maybe the least trustworthy human I've ever laid eyes on. I say his story has 0.0% of being true, and that's generous. Okay, so people who hate Obama are attacking Portnoy now because he says he doesn't believe. I don't think, look, man, being skeptical of Larry Sinclair does not exactly make you a giant libtard, as the kids say. I mean, look, Larry Sinclair is a toothless homo.
Yeah, but also, hasn't the lore about him been out for like a long time?
Yeah, this is not a new story that Larry Sinclair's been giving people. So, I don't know. I don't think that's worthy of like beating the shit out of Dave Portnoy. And he's not saying anything bad about Tucker. He's just saying, I don't buy a word Larry Sinclair says.
What is the tagline, just one suck? Where's that coming from?
The one bite pizza thing. Just one bite, everybody knows the rules.
Oh, so
it's a takeoff on the pizza reviews. Yeah, I don't think that absolutely makes you like some kind of Obama dick sucker. Dave Portnoy, not Larry Sinclair. Larry Sinclair insists that he's an Obama dick sucker.
Okay, it's like nobody clipped that question mark. I don't know.
Dario Delfino says Larry Sinclair has a criminal record with fraud and forgery charges. He may be lying. Yeah, I mean, he's not the most honest guy in the world.
Yeah, look, Tucker, it's still just a get, isn't it?
Tucker, I got the vibe when we watched it on the show that's how Tucker was treating it.
It's just juicy.
Yeah. And I think Tucker was just along for the ride, like Larry Sinclair was in that limo.
And I think it's fun. Like, a lot of people watch that, I'm sure.
Yeah. And do I think Obama fucked Larry Sinclair? I don't.
I kind of hope he did.
Do I think Barack Obama may or may not have had a gay experience with a man before? I do.
But I'm kind of hoping it was Larry. Like, I'm holding out for the Larry Sinclair thing.
Rad Zumach says, y'all take calls? I might call in later if you are. Tell you all about my loser brother. Rad Zumach, I tell you what, we've only got about 20 minutes until we draw our VIP tonight, and then we're done. So I want to give you more time than that, Rad Zumach. We'll get you on at some point. Rad Zumach, why don't you follow me on Twitter? Send me a DM.
Yeah.
You know,
it's actually Chad.
I won't expose the goddamn business. I will. I won't give away your identity or anything. I'm not your brother, and we'll have you on sometime. Derek Fitzpatrick says Royce and Mersch did show the Dave gay tweets on their show like a year ago. Really? Somebody said that they've never seen Dave Portnoy with a woman. Well, but Dave Portnoy's been accused of like SAing women before.
Well, I thought it was just rough sex.
I'm going to prove I'm not gay. I'm going to get accused of R-wording bitches.
I didn't think it was that. I thought it was not SA, but it was like really rough sex. And he claims that the girls wanted that.
They claim they didn't consent to it. He says they did. And
I've never been in a sexual situation of that nature where it ends up being rough and it's like you both can't tell the other one's not into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's because you've never had it any good, am I right?
No, I just get it rough and appreciate it.
Atta girl. She shuts the fuck up and takes her fish hooker like a man.
I can't breathe.
So, yeah.
Mostly.
She always says,
I got the COVID. And I just had COVID, man. I don't want to go back to that. I can't joke.
I've actually said that before coming off of COVID and having sex. I'm like, I actually can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
This is too much for me.
Apparently, Joe Rogan, speaking of podcasts, Joe Rogan is a red flag for a lot of millennial and Gen Z women when it comes to finding a partner. This is according to a new study. Yeah, millennial and Gen Z girls. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You're might disagree with me on this one. I'm not totally against these women and their analysis that their man watching Joe Rogan might be a little bit of a red flag. Because I'll tell you this, I'll watch a Rogan clip here and there if I see one on Twitter or YouTube or anything else.
Yeah.
But if you ever watch a whole episode of Joe Rogan, and I think he's great and I like Joe, but you could probably, I would say at least 60% of it's skippable.
Okay, skippable doesn't equate to a red flag for me.
Well,
like a red flag is like, oh my God, this guy's listening to like white supremacist like promotion stuff, or this guy's like ultra liberal. I can't do those.
I would say that if you got a guy who sits there 2-3 times a week and just sits there with an earbud in and he's listening to Joe Rogan, you know, his 3-hour episodes that he puts out, and he's just like, he's engrossed in it and he has to listen to the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a red flag, but I'm gonna be like Rogan fans have this weird thing where Rogan tells them to think for themselves, but instead they just think like Joe, and they think that's being free, being liberated. Where instead of being like, yeah, I think for myself, they end up they'll tell you that they're a free thinker, but then they'll just repeat shit Joe Rogan said.
No offense to your opinion, I really think there's a lot worse things to listen to. And I could never put Joe Rogan in my list of red flag boxes checked.
I'm not even saying that Joe Rogan's bad. I'm not saying he's the worst thing to listen to. I'm saying that if a guy goes like, I fucking love Joe Rogan, and he's the and you tell a girl that on a date.
Does anyone do that?
That's a little, oh, God, yes.
There's a big difference between considering somebody a red flag just because they casually listen to Joe Rogan and being psychotic about it. I think anyone who's psychotic about any show should be a red flag. Don't be psychotic about your shows you watch.
Revenge of the Sis is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say, no offense, like some of the shows I know that you listen to in your earbud while walking around the house, like I have a strong distaste for a lot of them.
ROTC is a lovely
I'm not
program.
talking about ROTC.
Fair enough. Aaron's period pill with $10 says, Aaron, look up Zergan on Urban Dictionary before the drawing and give me more entries. All right, go ahead and put Aaron's period pill in for another one. We are at 26 entries. Anything over 4 more goes into Redbeard's GoFundMe.
Okay.
We'll make that. Carrillo James says, your show is 0% skippable. Oh, that's very nice of you, you fucking liar.
That was nice, though.
I appreciate that.
So were you co-signing that notion then that like it should be a red flag to women?
Not a red flag. Like if you don't date a guy because he listens to Joe Rogan, you're an asshole.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking of like the worst dude bro Rogan fans.
That's very rare.
They are insufferable.
But that's so rare.
And you made the argument that, look, anybody who's really into any podcast is insufferable.
I can't imagine rioting because like a show, except maybe this one. Like back in the day, like when even before I was on this show, like this was kind of the one that got me through my morning at work.
Yeah.
And it did kind of send me into a brief tiff if it wasn't on that day. I'm like,
Sure.
aw.
But then you
But
have
I
to
can't
adjust
imagine-
and listen to
But
something
then I have
else.
music or
Yeah.
another show. I can't imagine being upset.
Scooby Jooby Joo says, who would ever listen to a podcast for 3 hours? Yeah, like we've always said about this show. We're a morning show on YouTube. Like you listen for a half hour, maybe an hour at a time. That's great. That's
I
awesome.
think that-
Thank you. It's very rare that people listen to the whole show start to finish. And if you do, God bless you. You're the only reason we're able to do this. But, you know, I think, look, anywhere between 20 and 60 minutes is a reasonable amount of time to listen to something and then go, all right, I got what I needed.
I kind of think Scooby's kidding. He was like, yeah, who would ever listen to a show for 3 hours? Am I right? There's a lot of people in this chat for the whole show.
And I love that. And I thank them. That's great. But I'm saying, like, I don't hold it against anybody if they don't. You know?
I'm just saying if I was going to be dating around again, oh God, I hope
How
not.
dare you?
But you know, I hope not. But if I'm like looking for somebody and I find out they listen to Joe Rogan, I'm like, oh, that's kind of, that's a fun one. It could be worse.
I'm mad if I find out. I'm mad if I am starting to date someone and I learn what they listen to. Like, wow, we must really be out of shit to talk about.
That's kind of the thing. Yeah. Or if I find out they listen to Boring Jeremy, that would kind of suck.
If you're on a date and someone goes, oh, do you ever watch Crowder? I'm like, wait.
Okay, it's not a red flag, but okay, I'm not interested.
April's Pink Puffies with $2 says, like Tim Pool, JRE is only good for certain guests. Yeah, I'm not a huge Tim Pool fan, to say the least, but to each their own, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't listen to him.
Bug says, I dated a guy who listened to Bjork talk for hours. I didn't see it as a red flag. Haven't heard from him in a while, though. NF Cap says, stop. You're really fucking up Ricada's business model. What's his business model? Just everybody listening for hours and hours? Pick and choose your favorite parts.
I feel like I've seen a lot of people throwing around Jim Cornette clips lately. I just saw his name in the chat. Like, apparently a lot of people watching him.
I listen to Jim Cornette clips. Yeah, and they all have like 300 to 500,000 views. He's doing very well.
Well, good for your dad.
My dad's doing awesome. Zen Rhino writes, Tim Cool, am I right? Oh, yeah, of course. He's a fucking man.
Can I get an autographed beanie?
Annoyed Wawa. Yeah, if you're a Crowder fan, Good Citizen Media says, just drink the Kool-Aid already. Annoyed Wawa supervisor says the only thing Jim Cornette is good at is occupying the chair in the corner of the hotel room. Wait a minute, that's a cuckold joke. How dare you, sir? You're talking about my dad. What am I supposed to You're supposed to
look up Zerga.
Zerga Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
All right, what are the Zergans now? We get to find out. Overwhelming an enemy with numbers.
Well, that's Zerg.
That's to Zerg. Zerging, massive amounts of weak or generic units. That's what it is?
I don't know.
But you guys didn't even, no offense to the Zergans, you guys didn't even really come at us with overwhelming numbers. There would be like 10 of you at a time. So you weren't even Zerging, really. And then, aren't you also kind of calling yourself weak?
Where'd you go?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? They're saying Zergen. I was spelling it wrong. All right. Urban Dictionary. Zergen, a discreet way of... Whoa. So it really is the N-word. Wow.
I thought you were about to read it.
Okay. That's very fascinating.
Wow.
You guys are a lot edgier than I thought you were. I thought you were just weirdo vapists.
And they really, really like melons and bobos.
Melons and bobos. That was a
so
good one.
So that does make sense then.
There you go. Good
job. Wait. So can you look up what a bobo is?
So in that regard, guys, disavow.
Right.
Puzzles.
And you actually just spent all of your time saying how much you love Zergens.
Well, there you go, and I do 100%.
What's a bobo? Do that next.
The bobo melon thing was a vape thing. Puzzle Snatcher with a very kind question just writes, "Hey, how's it going?"
Oh, so good now that you're here.
Rupert with $9.99 says, "Do those bots count as views?" God, I hope so. He says, "Also, throw me in again for Redbeard." All right, throw Rupert in again, and if he gets it, it goes to Redbeard.
I also have that.
26 of you are entered in the VIP drawing, which we will be... 27, I'm sorry.
Don't you discount one person.
Which we will be doing in about 10 minutes. We'll be drawing for a new VIP. If you didn't know, tonight we are giving away a VIP. No goals tonight, no rattling the can, no e-begging, none of that shit. Just a fun show. And giving away either a VIP package or $100 cash, your choice.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys very much. There's the links in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, etc. Thank you guys very much. If you didn't know, I did put the my second amateur fight up on our locals and Patreon today.
Ooh.
If you want to check that out, become a member on Patreon or locals. We're going to be putting more clips up on those two things. Now that we have a locals, if you're on Rumble, just go right below the chat here and you can click on our locals and become a supporter of our locals. SteelToeMorningshow.com. I'm sorry, SteelToeMorningshow.locals.com. If you want a month free, take advantage. Use the promo code SteelToeJoe when you sign up for our locals. There's going to be at the very least, every other day, there will be exclusive content you won't be able to find anywhere else but locals and Patreon. At most, we'll be putting something up every day. Tomorrow, we're going to put the Armageddon bit up.
Nice.
We'll probably put the Blueface up bit from Monday up on locals and Patreon and some other stuff. So you guys are in luck for that locals. The links are in the chat. SteelToeMorningshow.locals.com. Okie dokie. Cool. So yeah, apparently not a red flag for most people to see.
What was your opinion? I don't think so.
I don't know, man.
I really can think of a lot worse things to listen to.
If you're saying it's a red flag because of his politics, then you're annoying and I don't like you. If it's a red flag because you just don't want your guy basically just replacing his personality with whatever your podcast guy says.
Girls don't think that deep. Girls don't think that deep. It's 100% political.
More than half of millennial and Gen Z women find it a relationship red flag if a partner listens to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast and refuses to see the Barbie movie. Oh, so you bitches are just insufferable.
See, this is insane.
That checks out because that means that half of young women are insufferable. And I would always say that's the low end number would be half. According to results of a wide-ranging new poll that revealed that young women are overall more liberal than men.
Get the hell out of town.
I've been saying, look, man, I've been saying repeal the 19th forever, but nobody listens.
On occasion, and I'm not super political. I don't carry myself as a political being.
Right, you're from a small town. You're just racist.
Right. But I do sometimes thank Christ I was born on a farm because I feel like it saved my life that way. I'm not an insufferable liberal running around because they truly are the worst.
Yeah, because women also tend not to know what they're talking about. And then
I agree with that.
Always want to talk about politics.
And I don't. I couldn't think of something less fun to talk about. Stop carrying yourself in a costume of whatever your politics are. Yeah. It's so gross and off-putting.
Change Research talked to 1,033 registered voters between ages 18 and 34. to ask them about their political leanings, dating preferences, the upcoming election, the economy, and cultural trends. 55% of women found it a turnoff for a partner to listen to the Joe Rogan Experience, while 53% said it was off-putting for a love interest to refuse to see the Barbie movie. The biggest red flag for young women, however, was for a potential partner to identify. April, don't say anything. Guys, what did 76% of women 18 to 34 say was their biggest red flag for dating? Go ahead.
Just even reading these things makes me want to do that thing.
I want to see if the audience gets this right. 76% of young women said this was the biggest turnoff for dating. Jeremy, thanks for the $2. Says purchase Zergens for life. R.I.P. Redbeard.
Thanks.
All right. Someone says small D, receding hairline, balancing a checkbook. A bunch of you got it right. Yeah, being a Trump supporter.
Yeah, mega.
Yeah, being a mega Republican, 3/4 of those polled admitted this would make them run for the hills. Other notable red flags among women are partners who have no hobbies, guys who say all lives matter. I mean, that is kind of gay.
I don't care if it's gay. It's super gay that you won't date somebody just because they feel that way politically.
I don't care if you say all or Black lives matter. If you say any lives matter, if you make that a part of your personality, I don't want to date you because you're boring. They don't like men who say there are only two genders and that they are so unbothered. They never ask for details. So they don't like men who care about politics, and they don't like men who don't care about politics. You know what I'm starting to think, April? That these young broads don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
It's almost like they don't know what they want.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe they might need a few years
You know, on occasion, there's such annoying breeds of people out there, and by that I mean liberal young women.
We were just checking, yeah.
I just, they cause me to be like, oh, okay, you think this is so annoying? I might just get a mega hat and go wear it to the grocery store one day. And I would never do that otherwise.
Yeah, you're being so unrational. You're being so irrational, it makes me want to do it.
Yes, I said that at Treasure City when they had all those Trump things there.
Quit bragging.
Yeah, we were at Treasure City in Royalton one day.
We're a high-spending family.
Jesus Christ.
Aaron, the Nutless Wonder Boy with $9.99 says diesel is becoming cheaper than gas. So anyone know where I can buy a bulldozer? And also in the market for a wielder. I think he means welder. Any suggestions? Put Aaron, the Nutless Wonder Boy in there. We're at 28 people qualified for that drawing.
Thank you.
And that drawing is taking place in 5 minutes. So we'll put the final link up for everyone.
Ooh.
If you want to throw $10 in and try to win a VIP or $100 cash, your choice, get 1,000 extra entries by chipping in $10 either on Rumble, YouTube, Streamlabs, PayPal, or Venmo. You got 5 minutes to get those in, and then we'll do the drawing. Let's check in with a couple of you. Theodore Roosevelt says liberal. God damn it, that Z word is just going to be all over the place now. Thank you.
Did you say it? You've said it a million times.
Well, thank you to the visitors who said Zergens in the chat. But no, I can't say it anymore now that I know. I can't plead ignorance anymore.
Well, damn.
By the way, thank you guys for being up over 300 people for most of the program tonight. Still up there towards the end of the show.
We hope you've had fun.
So all of you hit like, whether you're now Derek Fitzpatrick building a Zergens tower.
It's just kind of a fun word, though.
It is just a silly thing that the internet. Yeah, Bug says now we have a Z word.
That's true.
We have
Make America Zergen again,
we have,
said.
Oh my goodness, of course. That would be lovely. You know, some people wonder if it ever was. Some wonder if it was ever. Scotty Licious McFabulous says, not the Z word. Annoyed Wawa Supervisor says, just a reminder that if you need to fuel up your Killdozer, fuel prices are always their lowest at your local Wawa. Yes, indeed. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Very, very much. All right, what do we have here time-wise? All right, let's get to this drawing. I'm going to hit refresh on all the services so I don't miss anybody if you're trying to get in. We ended up right around 30, right at 28.
Close.
So no goal tonight, but we would have ended up breaking about even anyway. Thank you. We're actually 105 ahead for tomorrow morning, so it's going to be
Thanks, guys.
a lot easier goal tomorrow. Thank you guys very much for all of your support.
Yes, thank you, Hutchnot Starsky. I hope you got to me about your VIP.
Yes, Hutchnot Starsky, get your VIP stuff in. We appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get our random number wheel going here. Random picker wheel. There we go. April, how many do we have? 28?
Yes.
All right, so 1 to 28 people. Let's get this put up on the screen so everyone can see that we're on the up and up here, and they get to see in real time who wins. Let's spin the wheel and see who our newest VIP is going to be, and make sure you get in touch with April or myself so that you can declare if you want the VIP package or if you want cash. Let's go ahead and spin it up and see who ends up winning. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. We really appreciate your support. Like and subscribe. And it is number, how about that?
Oh, wow.
28. Number 28 gets the win. It is Aaron the Nutless Wonder Boy.
Wow.
Becoming a VIP. Congratulations, buddy.
Congrats. I think he is one already.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, thank you very much to Aaron the Nutless Wonder Boy for jumping in. We do appreciate that. He is the newest VIP.
Yeah, he is.
He says, I already am one. All right, well, you can either,
Do you want cash?
have the cash.
What would you like?
Double up a package. Well, it sounds a little gay.
Double up a package.
Double up a package, whatever you want to do.
That sounds like a lot of work.
People did want to hear this before we left tonight.
Ew.
Clam radio?
There you go.
Clam radio?
Clam.
A week from this coming Monday, Gino will be co-hosting the Steel Toe Show. We might do Rumble Monday and Rumble Friday that week.
You should, just for him.
We'll do Rumble Monday and Rumble Friday that week. How about that?
God, I can't believe we're going to a Vikings game with them in very short order. It's going to be wild.
Aaron the Nutless Wonder Boy just said, give it to the goal, baby.
Are you kidding me, dude?
All right.
That's awesome of you.
I'll go ahead and do that. 2:05.
That's so humbling. Do you know that?
2:05 into tomorrow's goal, and you guys were already 15 ahead from this morning, so that's going to go 1:30. We are 1:30
Wow.
away.
Thank you so much. That was really
From
generous
tomorrow.
of
Well,
you.
guys, you only got 1:30 to go, so thank you very much. And then
Wow.
Friday is Rumble Friday.
I'm blushing.
Looks like we might make Redbeard a whole bunch of money tomorrow.
I hope so.
Because he gets half of everything we go over. Before we get out of here, Annoyed Wawa Supervisor will play us out. He says, Aaron, I have corporate on the line. The deal is unfortunately dead. We have a deal with Powerball and Mega Millions and cannot associate with your lottery. Sucks, dude. I'll still sell you my 360. There you go. Aaron the Nutless Wonder Boy says, tomorrow those motherfuckers better donate for Redbeard.
Right.
I agree, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very, very much for your generosity. And we will be doing more. We're going to get new VIPs these next couple weeks because we've got to do more of these VIP shows because we got to get our order number up so we can put in another
pad the order.
We got to pad the order a little bit. All right, guys, thank you very much for your time and your generosity. April, thank you very much as well.
Thanks, boss.
And we will talk to you guys again at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Take